Are you an owner or operator of a funeral home who's struggling to gain control of your firm's receivables? Like many, you're not alone. Cris Pelham, owner of Wetherby Funeral Home in Jackson, Michigan, has developed the Wetherby Principles program to dramatically reduce your receivables by providing you with the communication tools needed to better serve your families while gaining more control over your firm's success.
We're going to, within 6 months, reduce your receivables at your funeral home here to 5 days or less, average. I've been to some funeral homes that have the same payment policy I have, but they still have receivables. And I equate that to communication. They don't know what to say, how to say it, or when to say it. We're going to share the knowledge and teach you how to communicate with these families to receive payment on or before the day of the service every time. Because if it's not good for the families, we shouldn't do it. But there are benefits to the families. The first one is families are going to be better served because they are no longer going to be allowed to incur charges they can't afford. Families that do not pay their funeral expenses are no longer going to force your firm to increase your prices to the families that do pay. We're going to eliminate the need for collection agencies or attorneys. Not going to need them anymore, as well as they won't be hounding your families for payment. Nobody likes those phone calls. Your families aren't going to get those calls anymore. And we're going to increase the service to your families. A lot of people say, well, what do you mean by that? Every funeral home I've been to, the owner of the funeral home, when he adopts this policy, and funeral directors have said, you know, if we're going to ask people to pay us on or before the day of the service, we're really going to need to step up to the plate and service these people. And service is going to go up. Your cash flow is going to increase dramatically. We're going to take advantage of supplier discounts. We're going to eliminate the owner and the funeral director's stress of collecting receivables. You don't like calling those families when they haven't paid. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to earn some interest on this money we're going to put in the bank that these people don't owe you anymore. Get rid of the expense of collecting debt. This is for everybody. It's no more, worrying about who they are, who they aren't, this type of thing. We're actually going to improve the goodwill with families.
Hello, I'm Norm Langland, president of Langland Family Funeral Homes located in Kalamazoo, Michigan. For years, our funeral home struggled with extremely high receivables, and our arrangers experienced continual difficulty getting families to pay promptly. The consultants we worked with in the past couldn't provide our arrangers with the ability to succeed in the area of receivables. After meeting with Cris Pelham and implementing the Wetherby Principle, our receivables dropped 53% in the first month, and our arrangers started collecting payment on or before the day of the service. In a profession that has traditionally been uncomfortable asking for payment, Chris's insights into controlling receivables have been incredibly valuable for our company. He also provides a great outlook from both sides by reinforcing the benefits of his program for everyone. The way he presents his program is very professional, and it's turned out to be an extremely valuable tool for us. I can't even imagine where our receivables would be today if we hadn't listened to Cris and started using his payment principle.
Hello, I'm Tim Hampton, owner and operator of Hampton Kurtz Funeral Homes located in Hanover, Hillsdale, and North Adams, Michigan. Due to the fact that 2 of my funeral homes are located in rural communities, I was concerned that a payment policy of on or before the day of the service would upset the families I serve. However, I found just the opposite to be true, and over time I realized that this policy is truly in the best interest of the family. The Wetherby Principles Accounts Receivable Program has been instrumental in helping me to manage my receivables, and has proven to be helpful in other aspects of the funeral business as well. Maybe you're like me and you have the same concerns I had before I implemented this program. If that's the case, I invite you to call me at any time directly at my funeral home and allow me to discuss the benefits this program has brought to me.